Hello, everyone. Today, I want to speak about something we all yearn for, something many of us spend a lifetime trying to understand and embrace: love. Not just any love, but the love of a man who sees you, values you, and chooses you every single day. Let me tell you what that looks like. When a man loves you, you feel it. It's not just in his words, though those are beautiful, it's in his actions. He will show up for you in ways that scream louder than "I love you." He will stand by you, honor you, and uplift you even when life gets messy. That's not a performance, it's his heart leading the way. When a man truly loves you, his love doesn't exist solely in the words he says. Words can be beautiful, yes, but they're fleeting if not paired with something deeper, something tangible. Authentic love is a language of actions, gestures, and intentions that resonate far beyond what can be spoken. It's in the way he looks at you with eyes that see not just your beauty, but your essence. It's the way he remembers the little things about you, the quirks, the stories you've shared, the things that make you laugh or bring you comfort. His love is in the effort he puts into your relationship, no matter how big or small. When you're sick, he's there bringing soup and making sure you rest. When you've had a rough day, his arms become your sanctuary. He doesn't just listen to your words, he hears your heart, understanding what you need, even when you struggle to say it out loud. Authentic love shows itself in his presence, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's in the time he spends with you, not out of obligation, but because he genuinely enjoys being with you. It's the way he's there when it matters most, even if it means rearranging his priorities. His love is a steady rhythm, not a fleeting moment. It's reliable, dependable, and consistent. When a man loves you, you feel it in his respect for who you are. He values your opinions, listens to your dreams, and supports your goals, even when they don't align perfectly with his own. He stands by you in your triumphs and holds you close in your struggles. He doesn't need to shout his love from the rooftops because it's written in every choice he makes, every step he takes alongside you. It's the unspoken things that mean the most: the way he reaches for your hand instinctively, the way he checks in to see how your day is going, or the way he smiles when he's caught off guard by how much he adores you. It's in the way he protects your heart, honors your boundaries, and gives you space to be yourself without judgment or pressure. Love is not just a fleeting declaration, it's a lifelong demonstration. When it's authentic, it's a love you can see, hear, and feel, weaving itself into the fabric of your daily life. It becomes a presence that grounds you, strengthens you, and assures you without ever having to be explicitly defined. Love, when it is real and rooted in authenticity, brings a sense of security that becomes a foundation, not a question mark. It does not leave you wondering where you stand or second-guessing whether the person you love truly values you. True love comes with a deep sense of assurance that doesn't require constant validation or decoding of mixed signals. It's clear, intentional, and unwavering in its commitment. When a man loves you, his actions and words align seamlessly, creating a steady rhythm that gives you peace of mind. He makes it clear that you are a priority, not an option. You don't have to chase him for attention or beg for acknowledgement because he willingly offers his presence, his time, and his care. His consistency replaces any room for doubt. He doesn't disappear when things get tough or retreat into silence when faced with challenges. Instead, he stands firm, ready to navigate life's complexities with you by his side. Confusion is often the byproduct of relationships that lack transparency or mutual respect. But with true love, there's no space for games or manipulation. You're not left analyzing every conversation, wondering if you said or did the right thing. You're not left trying to decipher whether he cares, because his love is not ambiguous. It is steady, deliberate, and intentional. This kind of love brings with it a natural sense of safety. It doesn't mean life will always be smooth or free of disagreements, but it means you know he is committed to working through challenges with you. You know he won't walk away when things get hard. His love becomes a source of comfort in moments of uncertainty, a reminder that you're not navigating life alone. True love fosters trust, and trust creates a space where you can be vulnerable without fear of being taken advantage of or dismissed. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't leave you wondering about his intentions. He communicates openly and honestly, even when the conversation is difficult. He values your peace of mind, so he doesn't play games that leave you guessing or unsettled. There is a calm that comes with love rooted in security. You feel it in the way he shows up for you consistently, in the way he makes it known that you are cherished. He doesn't just show up on the good days, but stays present during the hard ones. He isn't afraid to commit or to make sacrifices, and his reliability gives you the freedom to relax into the relationship. Love that comes with security makes you feel valued as an individual, not just as part of a couple. He supports your independence and respects your boundaries, giving you the confidence to grow within yourself while being loved and supported in the partnership. His actions are never driven by control or insecurity, and you never feel like you have to compromise who you are to maintain his affection. Security and love also extends to the future. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't just think about the now, he includes you in his vision for what's ahead. He plans with you, dreams with you, and makes decisions that reflect his desire to build a life together. There's a sense of stability in knowing you are not only loved in the present, but also considered a permanent part of his life. Confusion fades when love is genuine, because love doesn't thrive in uncertainty. Instead, it thrives in clarity, honesty, and mutual respect. You're never left questioning if he's all in, or if his heart is somewhere else. His actions, his words, and his presence all affirm that his love is constant and unshakable. It becomes a safe haven where you can rest, knowing you're valued, seen, and loved fully. When a man truly loves you, he understands that your individuality is not something to be molded, diminished, or altered to fit into his idea of what you should be. Rather, he celebrates your uniqueness and cherishes the very things that make you who you are. Authentic love does not seek to possess or control. It nurtures your personal growth, respects your autonomy, and encourages you to be the fullest expression of yourself. He doesn't need you to be a reflection of his desires or a replica of his ideals. He loves you because of the essence you bring into the world. A man who loves you will support your ambitions, no matter how big or small. He understands that your dreams are your own, and while he may be a part of your journey, he never seeks to overshadow or define your path. He listens with an open heart when you speak about your passions, your goals, and your fears, and he stands by you, offering encouragement without trying to steer you in a direction that doesn't align with your authentic self. Whether you want to travel the world, build a career, or explore a new hobby, his love never feels like a restriction. It feels like freedom. He wants you to chase your dreams because his love doesn't diminish your light, it amplifies it. Respecting your individuality means recognizing and honoring the space you need to grow. A man who truly loves you understands that you have your own identity, and he never seeks to erase that. He doesn't demand your constant attention or expect you to abandon your personal needs and desires to cater to his. He values your independence, knowing that your self-worth doesn't rely on him, and in turn, your relationship is a partnership that enhances both of your lives rather than a codependent bond that stifles your growth. When he respects your individuality, he sees you as an equal, not as someone to be controlled or conform to his expectations. This means that he values your opinions, trusts your judgment, and considers you an equal partner in every aspect of your relationship. Your voice is heard, your thoughts are respected, and your ideas are valued. He never diminishes your intellect, nor does he attempt to silence you when you have something important to say. He understands that a relationship isn't about domination or submission, but about mutual respect and the celebration of each person's contributions to the partnership. His love encourages you to become the best version of yourself, but he never pushes you into a mold that doesn't fit. He encourages you to grow, to explore, to evolve, but never at the cost of who you truly are. He doesn't try to fix you because he understands that you're not broken. He sees the beauty in your flaws, the strength in your vulnerability, and the power in your ability to stay true to yourself. Respecting your individuality also means respecting your boundaries. A man who loves you will never push you beyond what you are comfortable with, emotionally or physically. He understands that love is not about taking, but about giving. It's about mutual care, mutual understanding, and honoring each other's personal space. He will never make you feel guilty for wanting time for yourself or needing moments of solitude. His love isn't dependent on you being constantly available to him. It's rooted in a deep understanding that your needs are just as important as his. In a relationship where your individuality is respected, you are never made to feel like you are less than who you are. You are never diminished or made to feel unworthy because you are different or have your own opinions. Your relationship doesn't thrive on control or manipulation. It thrives on trust, mutual admiration, and the recognition that your individuality is a gift, not a threat. He celebrates your growth, your independence, your quirks, and your uniqueness because he understands that the fullness of your being is what makes you extraordinary. He doesn't love you in spite of who you are. He loves you because of who you are. His respect for your individuality strengthens the bond between you because in his eyes, the more you grow and evolve as an individual, the more beautiful the love you share becomes. When a man truly loves you, sacrifice becomes second nature, not something done out of obligation or duty, but out of a deep, innate desire to see you happy and fulfilled. His love transforms the act of giving into something effortless, something he does without even thinking because your well-being, joy, and peace matter as much to him as his own. Sacrifice, in this sense, is not about grand gestures or dramatic acts. It is woven into the fabric of daily life, showing itself in the countless little ways he chooses you over and over again. Sacrifice is in the way he prioritizes your needs, even when it requires him to put aside his own. It's in the moments when he adjusts his schedule to be there for you, whether it's attending an important event, supporting you during a tough time, or simply making time for a quiet evening together when he knows you need it. These sacrifices don't feel burdensome to him because they are born out of love, a love that naturally seeks to uplift and support you. True love makes sacrifice feel like a privilege rather than a chore. When he sacrifices for you, he doesn't keep score or expect something in return. He doesn't remind you of what he's done or use his sacrifices as leverage. Instead, he gives freely and willingly because he understands that love is about partnership, and partnerships thrive on mutual care and compromise. He knows that your happiness and security contribute to the strength of the relationship, so he doesn't hesitate to put you first when it matters most. Sacrifice is also about emotional investment. He may sacrifice his pride during disagreements, choosing to listen and understand rather than escalate a conflict. He may sacrifice his need to always be right in favor of finding common ground because he values the health of your relationship over winning an argument. It's in the moments when he sets aside his own frustrations or stress to be your source of comfort, even when he's dealing with challenges of his own. It can be seen in the way he adjusts his own dreams to align with yours. This doesn't mean he gives up on his aspirations, but he considers how your goals and desires can coexist. He willingly makes compromises that allow both of you to thrive together, understanding that love often means finding a balance between two individual paths. His sacrifices don't feel like losses, they feel like contributions to something greater, a shared life built on love, respect, and unity. Sacrifice also shows up in the smallest of moments, the ones that often go unnoticed. It's in the way he lets you have the last slice of pizza, even though he secretly wanted it too. It's in the way he gives up his comfort to make sure you're warm, his free time to help you with a task, or his own plans when he knows you need him by your side. These acts might seem insignificant on the surface, but they reflect a deep, enduring love that seeks to prioritize you in every possible way. Even when sacrifice requires significant effort, it is done without resentment. Whether it's sacrificing a job opportunity to stay close to you, taking on more responsibilities to ease your burden, or adjusting to changes in life circumstances that benefit you both, he approaches these moments with grace and understanding. His love gives him the strength to make these choices, knowing that they contribute to the foundation of your relationship and your shared future. Sacrifice, in its purest form, is a testament to his selflessness. It shows that he values your happiness and well-being as much as, if not more than, his own. It's not about losing himself, but about sharing himself fully, offering his time, energy, and resources in ways that demonstrate his commitment to you and to the life you're building together. Each sacrifice, no matter how big or small, becomes an expression of his love, a love so deep and genuine that it naturally prioritizes you and your needs. This kind of sacrifice isn't transactional or begrudging, it's a natural outpouring of his affection and care. It reflects a profound understanding of what it means to truly love someone, to give of oneself willingly and generously, not out of obligation, but out of an unwavering desire to see the person you love thrive and be happy. It's a quiet, constant force that strengthens the bond between you, reminding you both that love at its core is about giving, sharing, and building a life together with mutual dedication. When a man truly loves you, his love doesn't keep you stagnant or confined. It inspires you to grow in ways you never imagined. His love becomes a catalyst for your personal development, encouraging you to step into the best version of yourself. This isn't about him trying to change you or pointing out your flaws. Instead, it's about the way his love creates a safe and nurturing space where you feel empowered to explore, evolve, and thrive. His love is not a limiting force, but an expansive one. He sees your potential even when you doubt yourself, and he gently reminds you of your strengths and capabilities. He believes in your dreams and passions and actively supports them. When you're hesitant to take a leap or try something new, his faith in you becomes the encouragement you need. His words are affirming, his actions are supportive, and his presence is steady, reminding you that you are capable of more than you sometimes allow yourself to believe. This kind of love challenges you, but in the most uplifting way. He doesn't let you settle for less than you deserve, and he holds you accountable when you lose sight of your goals. His love is honest. It's not about flattery or empty praise, but about real, meaningful encouragement that pushes you to aim higher. He challenges you to think critically, to face your fears, and to step out of your comfort zone, not because he wants you to change for him, but because he wants you to grow for yourself. His love respects your individuality, but it also recognizes the power of partnership. He doesn't see your growth as a threat or competition. Instead, he celebrates it as a victory for both of you. He understands that your success, happiness, and fulfillment are integral to the strength of your relationship, and he's genuinely proud of every step you take forward. His love isn't rooted in insecurity or control. It's built on trust and mutual respect, which allows you to flourish without feeling confined. Through his love, you learn more about yourself. He becomes a mirror reflecting your strengths, your resilience, and your beauty back to you. He shows you the parts of yourself that you may have overlooked or undervalued, and he helps you see them in a new light. His love helps you peel back the layers of doubt, fear, or hesitation that might have held you back in the past, giving you the freedom to embrace your full potential. He supports your growth not just in words but in actions, whether it's encouraging you to pursue a career goal, cheering you on as you develop a new skill, or standing by you as you work through personal challenges. His love is unwavering. He doesn't just say he believes in you, he shows it through his consistent support, his patience, and his willingness to invest in your happiness and success. His love also inspires emotional growth. He helps you navigate the complexities of your feelings with compassion and understanding. When conflicts arise, he approaches them with a desire to learn and grow together rather than to win or place blame. Through these moments, you learn how to communicate better, to compromise, and to build a stronger, healthier relationship. His love teaches you the value of vulnerability and the strength that comes from opening your heart without fear. Over time, his love becomes a transformative force in your life. It's not about him trying to mold you into someone else. It's about him encouraging you to become the person you were always meant to be. He stands beside you not as a guide or a critic, but as a partner who believes in your journey and wants to walk it with you. His love doesn't overshadow your growth, it enhances it, giving you the confidence to take risks, embrace challenges, and discover the depths of your own potential. In his presence, you find yourself dreaming bigger, thinking clearer, and feeling stronger. His love becomes a constant reminder that you are capable, deserving, and worthy of all the good things life has to offer. It's a love that doesn't just support your growth, it celebrates it, fuels it, and makes it feel limitless. When a man truly loves you, one of the most profound gifts his love offers is the freedom to be yourself. This kind of love isn't about conforming to his ideals or living up to some imagined standard. Instead, it creates a safe space where you can shed the masks you may wear for the world and simply exist as your authentic self. His love doesn't demand that you be someone different, it embraces you for who you are with all your quirks, complexities, and imperfections. In his presence, you don't feel the need to edit yourself or shrink to fit into a version of you that feels acceptable. You laugh freely, even when your laugh is loud or unfiltered. You share your thoughts, no matter how unconventional or silly they may seem, without fear of judgment. Whether you're sharing your wildest dreams or admitting your deepest fears, his love ensures that you feel seen, heard, and valued for exactly who you are. His love welcomes your vulnerability. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't expect you to always have it all together. He understands that being human means having moments of doubt, insecurity, and even failure. Rather than using these moments to criticize or belittle you, he offers support, understanding, and compassion. His love creates a sanctuary where you can let your guard down, knowing that your raw, unfiltered self is enough. Freedom in love also means having the space to explore who you are. He doesn't confine you with expectations or impose his vision of who you should be. Instead, he encourages your self-discovery, cheering you on as you learn, grow, and evolve. He doesn't see your independence as a threat to the relationship. He sees it as an essential part of who you are. He trusts you to make your own choices, pursue your passions, and carve out a life that feels true to you, even as you build a life together. In his love, there is no fear of being misunderstood. You don't feel the pressure to explain every aspect of who you are or why you feel the way you do, because he takes the time to understand you. He listens not just to your words, but to the emotions behind them. He pays attention to the small things that matter to you, the little habits and preferences that make you unique, and he honors them without question. His love also celebrates the parts of you that others might overlook or fail to appreciate. Perhaps you're quirky or unconventional. Maybe you have habits or traits that you've been told to hide. When a man truly loves you, those very things become endearing to him. He doesn't see them as flaws or weaknesses, but as threads in the intricate tapestry that makes you who you are. His love doesn't try to change you. It finds beauty in everything you already are. This freedom to be yourself extends to all aspects of your life, from the way you dress to the way you express yourself emotionally. You don't feel like you're walking on eggshells or suppressing parts of yourself to keep the peace. Instead, you're able to show up fully and unapologetically, knowing that his love is unwavering and unconditional. When you're with him, you feel a sense of ease that's hard to describe but unmistakable when it's there. It's the kind of comfort that comes from knowing that you don't have to hide or perform. Whether you're dressed up for a night out or lounging in sweatpants on a lazy Sunday, his affection remains constant. Whether you're filled with confidence or struggling with self-doubt, his support never wavers. In this kind of love, there's no pressure to meet arbitrary standards of perfection. He doesn't love you because you're flawless. He loves you because you're real. Your imperfections are not things to be fixed, they're things to be embraced. His love reminds you that it's okay to have rough edges, to make mistakes, and to be a work in progress. His love also gives you the courage to own your truth. Knowing that you're loved for who you are, not for what you do, how you look, or what you achieve, gives you the confidence to live authentically. You feel empowered to say what you mean, pursue what you love, and stand firm in your values, because his love doesn't try to control or diminish you. This freedom to be yourself is the hallmark of a love that is genuine, respectful, and deep. It allows you to grow into your fullest self while staying rooted in the knowledge that you are accepted, cherished, and celebrated for exactly who you are. In conclusion, when a man truly loves you, it is unmistakable. His love is not just in the words he says, but in the actions he takes, the sacrifices he makes, and the unwavering respect he shows for your individuality and growth. It is a love that provides security, inspires confidence, and fosters freedom. It challenges you to be better, supports you when you need it most, and gives you the courage to embrace your true self without fear. This kind of love is not about control or compromise of your essence. It is about partnership, mutual respect, and the beauty of two individuals coming together to create something greater than themselves. When love is real, it's not confusing or conditional. It is clear, intentional, and deeply affirming. So let us remember, love in its truest form is not about finding someone who completes you, but someone who complements you, someone whose love adds to your life, lifts you up, and encourages you to soar. That is the kind of love worth holding on to, the kind of love we all deserve.